My name is Victoria Elbroch. I'm an artist and printmaker and have been for 50 years, and my work is inspired by ancient trees. I'm married to and share life and work with Lawrence Elbroch, a photographer and technical whiz. Together we have a unique partnership and make a good team. This video is going to feature our work in Savernake, which is a medieval forest in Wiltshire and has a multitude of ancient trees. We're going to share what we did with a few. We are also collecting material for a book to tell the story of our collaborative creative process. With that in mind, we're producing several short videos of our encounters with remarkable trees. We choose a promising location, then hunt for the tree or trees that make our hearts stop. I sketch on location. We both take photographs. Larry's are beautiful. Mine give me information and details. And then finally, the making of completed works of art back home in our attic studio in Kittery. The first tree we're going to feature is Big Belly Oak. We found it on the edge of the forest, right on the A346. It is 1100 years old, with a huge girth and a hollow skirt-like trunk. There is a hole to the interior, with a strange helmet suspended over the opening. While I sketched, I found myself imagining all the tree had witnessed, and all the storms and upheaval it had survived. At home in the studio, my large ink drawing relocated it from by the road. I placed it in an imaginary background. And then Larry took it even further. Taking advantage of the mood created in my drawing, he merged his photograph of just the tree on top, making it more three-dimensional. The second tree is unnamed. We found it on the new road trail in Savernake. It is one that stopped us in our tracks. It started as a sketch and then an etching called Solitary. The tree stands alone with a backdrop of trees and is now in the decaying stage of its long life, mostly stripped of bark and with the protrusions that look like gargoyles and strange creatures. The tree's upper branches are great antlers reaching for the light. I could see straight through the hollow trunk, and the textures, patterns, and dark holes sent my imagination reeling. It was a haven for fungi, lichen or lichen as they say in England, insects and small animals. All that biodiversity still thriving, even at this late stage of its life. In 2020, I determined to search the tree out again and renew our friendship. This time I drew it in coloured ink, and a huge portrait called Metamorphosis now exists to preserve its memory before the inevitable collapse and its return to the forest floor. The third tree is the massive white road oak. It is at the intersection of white and grey road trails in Savernake. I was drawn to the massive moss-covered branches and the huge loop made by the main trunk. I sketched the enormous tree, respectful of its presence and knowing it was the key to the forest health in that vicinity. In the studio, I tried to leave a lot of the drawing ethereal and incomplete so the viewer could participate in the story. And a turning point was adding antique newspaper and cutting out tiny people to put at the base. This in turn made the tree look larger and the humans so insignificant with their frantic lives and self-importance. We humans are here for just a blink of an eye.